Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and continuing with our look back at all the Star Wars films. Uh, we have one which a lot of people might forget. I do not know if this movie was actually. Oh yeah, it did have a theatrical run. I'm just reading it off the notes over here from Wikipedia. It did have a small international theatrical run, but I believe it was mostly released to television in North America, I guess. But it is a 1984 fantasy adventure film based in the Star Wars universe, and I think you can safely say that the budget was very low for this. And I'm talking about the Caravan of Courage, or I should say Caravan of Courage and Ewok Adventure. And this is one from my childhood because after I watched it for the first time, we recorded it on VHS, and I brought it to India from Kuwait, and we watched it with my cousins quite a lot. The Ewoks were a big hit for kids, especially back then. And a lot of people enjoyed it, even the adults enjoyed this film. I have never seen the sequel, which is called Ewoks: The Battle for Endor, which came out in 1985. But this one is, I must have seen it at least 10, 15 times, I guess. But it's been a very long time. I don't think I've actually seen this movie since the early 90s. And it's, like I said, it's set in the Star Wars universe. On the forest moon of Endor, there's the Tawani family with dad, what's the dad's name? Jeremy Tawani, played by Guy Boyd. His wife, Catherine Tawani, played by Fiona Flanagan. And, I've only seen her as an older woman, but surprising to see her. This is 1984, so yeah, she was there as the mom. You also got Eric Walker, who plays their son Mace, and their little girl Cindel, played by Aubrey Miller. She's very cute in the movie. By the way, this movie also has, I believe, the acting debut of Warwick Davis, who plays Wicket in the movie, and yeah, he was like 11 years old at the time. So if you don't know who Warwick Davis is, he is this actor who's got dwarfism. So he's played in the Leprechaun movies, and he's also played several characters in the Star Wars films, and also in the Harry Potter films. So he's pretty famous for those kind of roles. So the Tawani family, they crash their Star Cruiser, as they mentioned many times in the movie, and Catherine and Jeremy decide to go look for a part that's missing, but they vanish. They get captured by this giant creature called the Gorax, basically like a humanoid wolf kind of creature. I don't know, something like that. And the children are found by the Ewok family patriarch named Deej. He's got his two sons, two older sons with him, as well as the youngest Wicket. The two older sons are, I don't remember the names. Anyway, so Wicket is the only one who's, I remember the name is, even after watching it just last night. So they capture him because he doesn't know who they are. So Mace, being the older ones, he thinks they're out to harm them, but they capture him and take him to their Ewok's home in their village, and then they try to feed them. Cindel and Wicket become quick friends. She's actually ill, and they help her with some medicine. And then Mace's reaction to after that is to try and escape from them because, of course, they want to find their parents. They do go. They try to escape in the night, but they are attacked by a boarish wolf kind of creature. And the Ewoks come to the rescue. They kill it, and they find a life monitor device from the Tawani parents, and they realize that this is a creature that belongs to the Gorax. So that's probably where the parents have been taken. They go back to the village. They seek out the Ewok Logre, and this Ewok is able to tell them that the parents have been taken by the monstrous Gorax, and he lives far away in a deserted, dangerous area. So they form this caravan of Ewoks. That's where the caravan of courage name comes from. In order to go and help Mace and Syntyl find their parents, they meet a woodsman named Chukatrok, Cake, the Ewok priestess, and there's a creature made of light named Zarina, who basically eats tickles. She likes tickling people, and that's how she feeds them. So that's fun. It's built for kids, to be honest. They finally reach the lair of the Gorax, and they've got these devices. They've got all these things given to them by what's his name? Logre, and they've got a couple of things which help them on their way. And finally, they reach the lair, and they have to kill off a spider, a huge spider, by the way. And then they take on the Gorax in battle. They free the parents. The Gorax tries to attack them. Unfortunately, Chukatrok is killed. Before he dies, he gives his beloved axe to Mace. So they both had a lot of friction initially, but Mace learns to become, respectful about him, and they actually become friends. So he gives him his axe, kind of like a symbol of a mentor. And the final blow to Gorax is delivered by Mace, and the creature is killed, falls down to its death. Family is reunited. They decide to stay with the Ewoks until they can repair their Star Cruiser, and Irina go back to her family of lights, and that's it. Movie ends there. It's a sweet film, mainly for kids, I believe, because I loved it as a kid. Right now, there's a lot of, the special effects are not that great. The light thing I really like, but yeah, the creatures are, very bad. It's fun. I'm not going to knock it down for that, but it's a good enough movie to watch, and it brings me a lot of memories, and that warm feeling over here when you're watching something that you kind of know all the lines even after all these years. So I think the last time I watched a movie is 91 or 92, something like that. 7.5 out of 10. It's a fun movie to watch. Go watch it. Thanks guys. Good night.